Hello everyone, welcome to our morning briefing. It's Wednesday, 3rd of July, and it's Andrea with you. So we have seen risk sentiment slightly more cautious during the Asian stock markets and so far today as well. So the biggest losers overnight and so far today were pound actually the biggest loser, and the biggest gainer were yen and gold. So we have seen yen spiking, the same as gold, reaching more than 1400s. What actually triggered this risk sentiment back in a cautious mode is actually both in the US session and both in the EU session. So we have seen EU leaders formally nominate Lagarde as the head of ECB. So this was more likely a clear dovish option in comparison to Weidmann. This dovish candidate, which actually is now formally the head of ECB, actually raised some easing hopes regarding the policy of ECB to the investors. On the flip side, okay, let's take step by step. We have seen USA 500 spiking higher up to more than 2,975, and currently flip a bit to the downside by holding a support at above the 20 period moving average. So let me go back to, since we are speaking about the ECB, let me go back to the euro dollar, slightly to the downside, retesting 112.80 area. So a small downwards movements, downwards candles, support holds at yesterday's lows 112.75, just a few pips lower. And so the next real support on the break of it stands over here, 112.40, 47, 43, around there. So as I said, the Lagarde will be the head of ECB, and this is a dovish stance. So that's why we have seen investors actually pricing a more easing, even a more easing in asset purchases, despite some reports that we have seen, especially from Bloomberg, suggesting that the majority of the policymakers are not proceeding to July's, making it more in July. So that is ECB, euro dollar. Let's flip to euro against pound, because we have seen yesterday Carney, Bank of England, Carney actually flagging a downside risk. So actually the head of Bank of England actually repeated that the central bank sees a need of a rate hike if Brexit is smooth. So he added that markets are giving more weight to a no-deal scenario, and that the BOE will reassess Brexit and trade risk, of course, on the upcoming August meeting. That actually weighted on pound. So we have seen euro pound spiking higher. This is a daily chart, recovering yesterday's Tuesday's Monday's losses. Sorry, let me go to zoom in a bit. So yeah, a clear rally. So the next resistance stands over here at 0.8991. That's Thursday's high, sorry, over here. So it's like a refresh positive bias in this sharp rally that we have seen since May. So it doesn't seem to run out of steam, still holds above the 20-day moving average. So let's wait and see. Support, resistance at 0.8990, a break of it could actually open the doors towards December 18 highs. Okay, so actually it will be a fresh high for the year and a retest of last year's highs. it's quite interesting. Pound is quite interesting these days. So let me flip. As I said, the biggest gainers were yen and gold. So let me flip back to yen. We have seen yen to the downside, retesting around the 107.60 area. So that actually we have seen, maybe we've seen a kind of agreement between China and US, but it seems that President Trump actually threats again with additional tariffs on the European goods this time. So what that suggests to us is that geopolitical trade tensions are far from over. This time wasn't China, but this time was Euro. That's why we have seen Euro suffering a bit last night. But because of that risk on mode again, yen benefited, spiking lower for a second consecutive day, holding support at 107.60. A break of it could open the doors towards this area over here. So I think I suggested that yesterday, or maybe Stuart did put these lines on. But until then, support could be also found in this Bollinger Bands lower pattern, just 35 pips lower. Resistance, so resistance holds, sorry for that, holds at the latest high, 107.90 or the around 108 area. Last but not least is gold, spiking higher, up nearly at the 1440 area over here, but this sharp rally had to be corrected, so we have seen some kind of a small correction to the downside ahead and into the European Open, holding support with this interesting, holding actually the support, and this is quite interesting. This is a 9-period moving average in the hourly chart, and is holding support exactly on that one. That's quite interesting. You see, retested it, but is still moving above it. Small doji candles, so there is not much of a negative bias to push to the downside as it seems. It's a bit of consolidation mode, but so support at the latest fractal 1420, resistance 114.28, a break of which one of them could actually clear the picture and provide us an intraday direction. So that was it. Take care today. We have an early close at 1 o'clock GMT for the United States because it's Independence Day. Also, in a while, let me check. Actually, in 45 minutes time, we have service PMIs out of Euro, Germany, and in an hour, more than an hour, we have service PMI out of UK. In the US session, we'll see trade balance, ADP employment change, and ISM non-manufacturing PMIs from US. Remember, ADP give us a good indication usually, the most of the time, regarding the non-farm payroll. So focus is on that, and of course on the service PMIs in the Eurozone. Thank you for watching. Hope you are having a great trading day, and see you later on with Stuart. See you. Bye-bye.